Let's bring in Jasmine El Gamam. She's in Beirut, Senior Fellow at the Atlantic Council and former Syria Advisor to the US Department of Defense. Jasmine, thank you very much for being with us. I wonder whether you were surprised by this move and the way it was carried out, the evacuation of the Syrian white helmets from Syria in such a way.
You know, it was definitely a move that was the first of its kind. You know, as your correspondent mentioned earlier, Israel has been involved on a humanitarian level in Syria for quite a while, but sending stuff across the border, never really directly involved, and especially not bringing people inside Israel, I mean. So this was a surprising operation, but when you really think about it, the white helmets are a group that almost everybody, except for the Russians and the Syrians, agree are noble preservers and protectors of hundreds and thousands of human lives in Syria. And so it was really, at the end of the day, not surprising that there was such a concerted international effort to bring them to safety.
And even the hand of Donald Trump in there as well, perhaps in some ways making it feel even worse for Syria and its ally, Russia.
Well, look, I mean, I think this was a pretty easy win for Western powers who have been criticized roundly by their populations and by human rights organizations for not doing enough over the last few years to ease the suffering of the Syrian people or to stop the conflict in the first place. And so this provided them with a really great opportunity to save the white helmets, who are just generally revered across the board for the incredible work that they're doing at quite a low cost for them.
Indeed, it's hard to underestimate, of course, the work the White Helmets have done, the videos they've released, which, of course, have been queried by the people who are against them. But I think most people on this side of the world agree completely that what they've done is remarkable work. And I think most people would support exactly what you said, Jasmine. What are the likely implications, though, of this move and the way it was carried out? What is it likely to result in?
Quite honestly, the implications are little to none. This was a huge embarrassment and an annoyance for Syria and its Russian allies. As you know, the White Helmets have been a particular thorn in the side of the Russians and the Syrians because they have borne witness firsthand to the war crimes and crimes against humanity that the Russians and the Syrians have been undertaking in Syria. Other than that, there's just not much that they can do. You know, they're not staying in Israel. They were just passing through Israel. So they can't, Russia and Syria can't really retaliate in any way against Israel for providing safe passage. And in any case, they wouldn't, not only because they don't have power militarily when it comes to Syria, but also because they need the Israelis to secure that border between Syria and Israel and to make sure that the Assad regime is supported in its fight against the last strongholds of rebel-held areas in the south.
It is a complex situation. Jasmine El Gamam, thank you very much indeed for your analysis. I really appreciate it.